What up? It's your girl DJ Reese, and I have three talented dappers in the line right now. You may know one of them from growing up hip hop on WeTV. One is a gospel rapper, and the other has made appearances at former man on TV News. That's Jojo Simmons. What's good, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to have all you guys on my show today.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
All right, so we about to hop right in. So, Mr. Jojo Simmons, how did you and Jesus Gang connect?
Well, Jesus Gang had contacted my people, and they had this really dope song that they sent us, and I really liked the vibe to it because it was like kind of like gospel, you know what I'm saying? But it was still had that trap feel to it, like it had a dope beat and dope lyrics, and it wasn't just like, you know what I'm saying, like one of those like old school gospel records. It was more like a today record that the youngins could relate to.
Right, okay. And how do you feel about this positive music event that you're a part of? Do you feel like there's a void in the mainstream hip-hop for positive music?
I think there's a huge void in mainstream hip-hop for positive music. I think, you know, a lot of these rappers are promoting doing drugs or selling drugs or everything else. But, you know, with this time in this generation, I think that there should be a couple artists that stand out and do something different and rap about positive things and positive vibes and positive energy. And, you know what I'm saying, and believing in God and having faith.
Agreed. I totally agree with that. How does it feel to be back on reality TV? Do you do anything behind the scenes on Growing Up Hip Hop, like produce or direct?
No, I don't produce yet on anything on Growing Up Hip Hop. But, you know, it's been a while since I've been back on TV. And when my sisters reached out and asked me to come on the show with them, it was kind of like a no-brainer for me because, you know, working with my sisters is fun. And, you know, we get a lot of jokes off together, and it's just, like, natural for us.
That's awesome. How is the experience working with your sisters? You know, like, what's your opinion as far as doing business with your family?
I mean, we've been doing business together since the beginning. Obviously, we started with Run's House, so it's like shooting Run's House again. You know, whenever we have scenes together, we just have fun, and, you know, we just keep it real.
Right. Now, I recently saw your interview on The Breakfast Club. What inspired your brand, Daddy Committee?
Well, my Daddy Committee brand is obviously inspired by my daughter. She's 2 years old, Mia. And, you know, I just wanted to push the envelope that, you know, there's a lot of, you know, deadbeat fathers out here, and I feel like it's bad. Like, there should be people motivating and promoting that being a father is like the coolest job you can have in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to push that, and I really want a lot of young men to understand that. You know, don't step out on your kids. You know, be there for your kids and be swagged out. You know, get some clothes from Daddy Committee. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a good time.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up. Now, you also have a record label right now, and you have some artists out. Can you talk about that and tell us about your artists?
Yeah, well, I started my record label maybe about 2 years ago, Who's House Entertainment. It still, you know, was in development mode, but now I'm really hands-on with it, and I have an artist named Jacob Santana. I have another artist named Low-Key, which is his brother. But actually, Jacob Santana, he's dropping his mixtape October 25th, so that'll be 2 days before the show, really. So, you know, just be on the lookout for that. And I don't really want to talk about it much. I just really want you to just look him up and anybody that's listening and check him out. And you give me your opinion on how you feel about him. But he's real rap, real hip-hop. It's not anything gimmicky.
Okay. Now, what other upcoming projects are you currently working on?
Well, other upcoming projects besides Daddy Committee and besides Who's House Entertainment, you know, I'll be shooting more Growing Up Hip Hop. There's another season coming out. I'll be filming a couple more things. I have a couple independent movies out that you can check out. King of Newark, Backcourt, a couple of different things that I'm on, and there should be some more movies and things in the works. And, you know, just really, I'm trying to push this Daddy Committee thing and this Who's House Entertainment thing. I'm really trying to get it really out there in the brains of everybody.
So, how can,
and I also am working on some more music as well. Excuse me?
Awesome. I said, how can someone purchase your Daddy Committee merchandise?
You can go to www.daddycommittee.com, and it's right there. You know what I'm saying? T-shirts, hats, socks, cups, book bags. We're about to start making custom jerseys. Like, you can get a baseball jersey, a basketball jersey, anything with your name on it, the Daddy Committee logo on it, everything.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, moving on along to Jesus Gang. So, for our listeners who don't know, can you tell them how you got the name Jesus Gang?
Wow. Well, first shout out JoJo. I got nothing but respect for JoJo. And so the name Jesus Gang came when me and my sister came up with a concept, something that the kids that can identify with. And we thought about it. I prayed about it. And honestly, Jesus Gang just stuck out. And it's almost like a vision. Like you just had a dream. And it's just something that just kept sticking in my head. Some people doubted at first, like, why the Jesus Gang? Gang Jesus could not explain, that even the 12 apostles were a gang, they were the outcasts. But like I said, they're still with Jesus' gang. So I just put that together, and God just let it flourish.
Wow. What made you decide to get into gospel rapping? Like, were you into secular music at first?
I ain't gonna lie. When I work out, I still listen to secular. I listen to everything. I study, all those things. But I started off doing secular. I was never a big cursor, but
has left the conference.
I still tried to do those things, but I realized that that I'm just not made that way. So God just kind of hindered that. And then once I started just talking about my belief and my faith, started taking off.
Okay. Do you currently have a single out right now? And if so, what's the name of it?
Oh, we have a couple singles out. We got one with JoJo, and it's on the album The Rapture, Real Ones. Look it up. It's on The Rapture, Real Ones, featuring Jojo Simmons. We have Tunnel Vision featuring Cody Glaudet, LB Smooth. We got another single from the album The Rapture, We Made It, featuring Light Show, a DC Star, and my bro Cody Glaudet. And I think we have one more single. It's called Spirit, featuring Icon, and it's all on the Rapture album, out now on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere.
Okay. Now, you've recently signed a record deal with Bentley Records. Congratulations. How did this come about? Did the label reach out to you?
I honestly, I think I've been sending out so many emails. I think I invited them to the show. They looked me up, and then they invited me to join their label. And then we read the contract over with my family over and over again. And we found out it was the best move. And, we moved forward and signed it. So I'm just happy to be a part of Bentley Gang, representing New York from Maryland. So.
Okay, awesome. Now, how did you and Ryheem link? Because this event is yours.
That's my bro. I got nothing but love and respect for Ryheem. So I found him on Instagram, and he was a hard man to catch up with. But I was thankfully that he responded back to my email. I invited him on the tour to do this show and hopefully future shows. Because I love doing business with him. He's good people, and I just Instagram, his videos, man, they just had me cracking up.
Yeah, he is funny.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was that funny growing up, though.
Oh, wow.
Yup, I had to throw some shade. Now, can you explain what your show is about and why you even started this positive music event?
So, Positive Music Takeover, I started off this year, and I've done a lot of shows opening up for Fat Trail, Light Show, and all these other rappers in the DC area. And I realized that, I was the only artist, and me and my brothers up there were the only ones doing positive music. And they still turned up, but it was something missing, I felt like. So I started this tour just to get our youth involved, and me being a PRP coordinator in the PG County area, working with our youth, they listen to that regular music. And I was like, you know what? I felt like it was just time for a change and just really get heavily involved with this gospel rap. And honestly, sometimes they can't tell the difference. So
right, they can't because they listen to the beat anyway.
Exactly. They're not really listening to lyrics like JoJo was saying. Like I said, he has a real artist. Like I said, I just try to represent that real rap, and I have every kind of style. So it's all positive, all uplifting, and it's all fun.
Right. And on to the last man of the hour, Mr. Ryheem Johnson. So you have a lot of stand-up since the last time we spoke. What number would you say, like, what as far as shows, stand-up shows, have you done so far? Like, how many have you done?
Man, honestly, that would be like asking you how many interviews have you done in this year. Like,
wow.
It's not even that. No, and I'm just being for real, or maybe asking JoJo and Jesus Gang, how many shows have they done this year? It's like it's one of those things that you don't even really count. You just go to work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Now I can say that I have, done some bigger shows, it's crazy. I only started doing comedy at the end of December, but from doing stand up anyway. So the way that, God has propelled me and like just slammed the accelerator on this thing is crazy. I've opened up for Charles Walden, Freddie Ricks, Denny Live out in Philly. I opened up for Gerald Kelly, the Green Eyed Bandit. I've been a headliner at local shows and to do all of that before Christmas. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Man, that's a blessing.
It is.
So, besides the obvious making jokes, how is being a comedian different from being an actor?
So, you say that because I'm an actor.
Yes.
The thing is, the difference between the two is that, you get to have more improv when you do comedy. When you're acting, no matter what goes on the set, if you catch it from the corner of your eye, you can't say anything. You gotta remain in character. But when I'm on that stage, while I got the mic, if you do anything or say anything or anything happens that catches my eye and I can make a joke on it, it's fair game. And I don't care who you are. I don't care who mama you are, who's your mama, who's with you. I don't care if you got security with you. I'm about to say it. So it's like I can react more on impulse as a comedian as opposed to being an actor. It's all performing though.
Got it. All right. What's your creative process with your craft? Like, do you go in a room and think, write down your jokes, record it? You just said that, you do it on a whim, but is there any other inspiration behind it?
Well, yeah. So my main jokes are never on a whim. Like I always have a point that I'm getting to. But I actually don't write full jokes. What I write down is like a premise. I'll write down the premise, and that's basically something that's gonna tell me what the joke is about. So like in my phone, if I wanted to make a joke about, the radio station in the phone, I put radio station. As soon as I see it, I know what that joke is. But my material basically comes from anything. I'm a clean comedian, just like Jesus Gang is a clean rapper. Of course I come when I show up, just like Jesus Gang was saying, when he shows up, it's a secular rap show, but he's the only one being positive and stuff like that. So when I go to a show, I'm the only one not cursing. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm talking about the same topics. I have, more jokes where I'm, referring to church or referring to, maybe a scripture-based joke, but I don't go up there and people aren't going to think, oh, we about to go to church with these jokes. You know what I mean? but if your grandmama show up to the show, it's not going to be like, oh man, why did I bring her? You know what I mean? So
Right. Okay. What upcoming shows do you have?
Well, I got this amazing show right here that Jesus Gang done put together. Me, Jojo, and a host of other rappers. You know what I mean? So we got that coming up on October 27th. I'm excited about that. I'm the only comedian, so I know I gotta, bring some funny for it. I also have a show at this place in downtown DC on the 10th called Ben's Next Door. I'm gonna be the headliner there. I just got entered into some comedy competition today, matter of fact, in November. I do have some other, matter of fact, on October the 12th, I'm going to be opening, I might be featuring, I'm not 100% sure of the lineup, but I'm going to be doing a show with not Carlton Banks. The Christie show was on the lineup, but I'm not 100% sure if she's still going to be on the show, but her, Jen Weeks, and another comedian, we're all going to tear up a show out in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And crazy enough, I got booked for a show way in August of next year. I'm doing a show at somebody's family reunion. But every week something comes up. You know what I mean? So I can say I'm free on a date now, but who's to say that's the same tomorrow?
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Now, can Well, Ryheem, can you share your social media outlets with everyone? And then,
Yes.
Jesus Gang, can you share yours afterwards?
Sure. All right, so you can catch me, Ryheem Johnson, just like that on Facebook. You can do Ryheem, that's Ryeem Johnson, okay? Because apparently black people spell my name 100 different ways. So again, it's Ryeem Johnson the comedian on Facebook, and I am ambitious.1 on Instagram. And for my GED crowd, that is AMBIPIOUS.1. Okay, I understand ambitious might not be, a 5-point word on Scrabble, so I'm gonna help y'all out.
Oh man, wow.
Wow. Well, it's hard to follow that, but you can find me on social media at LADJFly86 on Instagram, and again on my other Instagram is @OfficialJesusGang, and on Facebook it's @OfficialJesusGang. And you can check out the website officialjesusgang.pushcommerce.com.
Man, listen, you missed out. You missed a couple more Instagrams. You got like 37 Instagram pages, I feel like.
Well, you want to follow the tour? Come to @Positive Music Takeover Tour. You don't want
See,
to
I knew it.
You follow my dog, Canary the dog. Follow all of them.
Right, you got a goldfish. You got a page.
Follow them all.
Can you introduce your song to our listeners?
I believe we're about to play "Real One" featuring Jojo Simmons.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
you are.
And it's on the Rapture album. Go get it everywhere. It's a great
Go
album.
get that.
Get it. It's all positive music. It'll be featured on the tour. And it's just all about positivity. Let's get it.
More fire, more fire.
It's your girl DJ Reese, and I'm out.
Digital Dope Radio.